What's up, Hype Team? Welcome to our training video on service zones. I'm gonna kind of walk through our different zones, and when you show up on a Saturday, you're going to own one of these zones. So our very first area is our front doors. If you are at the front door, this is where you will be standing. It's our 2 glass doors that are propped open. Now, when a student, when a coach, when a parent walks up, you get to be the very first face that they see. So if you're at the front doors, we want high energy, we want excitement, we want joy, we want the hardest high fives that you can possibly give out here, okay? You guys create the fun near the front doors. Now, our room doors, I'm gonna go ahead and show you where those are. All right, so our room doors. You're gonna go ahead and stand in front of the doors that lead into our main space. Now, your job here, again, we live and die by our high fives here in junior high. So you're gonna give out high fives, you're gonna create that energy, you're gonna smile, you're gonna say, welcome, I'm so glad that you're here. And then you're also going to go ahead and take a look at their name tag. So first of all, we wanna make sure that they are wearing a name tag. We want every single student to check in and be wearing that so that their friends and their coach can learn their name. We also wanna make sure that on the bottom of that name tag, it has their coach's names on there. And it's super simple. If they're not wearing a name tag, you just say, hey, where's your name tag? Sometimes their friend is wearing it. Sometimes it's in their pocket. Sometimes they just need to go check in. So you can walk them to the kiosks. If the coach's name is missing from the bottom of their name tag, you're gonna go ahead and just walk them over to our guest service table where our incredible guest services volunteers are gonna help plug them into a group. Let's go check out our next serving space. Another service zone that we have for our Hype Team is our guest services runner. So on this side of our lobby space is going to be where our guest services volunteers help brand new students check in, or it's where a student who wants to request a group change will go. So when they come over to our guest service volunteer, they are going to be paired up with a new group, and that's where you come in. You're gonna grab one of these awesome sheets. You're gonna partner with that student and you're just gonna say, hey, walk with me. I'm gonna walk you to your group. They're then gonna walk with you into the room, and same as when you're the back of the room Hype Team person, you're gonna go ahead and walk them all the way to the group, grab the coach and say, hey, I have a brand new student for you, and make them feel super welcome. Great job, Hype Team. Another one of our service zones is actually over here at our check-in kiosks. So what your role will be is you're gonna be partnered with one of our guest services volunteers, and you are basically just gonna help monitor these check-in computers and the printers. Sometimes our printers get jammed and you're just there to help and say, hey, this one is out of order, go ahead and use another computer. And then you're gonna help that guest service volunteer with the paper that might be stuck or not working. Our next service zone is back of room, which basically means that you get to stand in the back of our space here and you get to look for that student who maybe has some wandering eyes, or it just doesn't look like they know where they're going. So you're gonna go ahead and just walk up to them and simply say, hey, do you know where your group is? Or can I help you find your group? Then you're gonna grab one of these lovely sheets here, which just show where their group is. So when looking at the stage, these mimic each row, and you're gonna use this as a guide to walk them to their groups. Once you get to their group, go ahead and make sure the coach is aware that you have just dropped off a student to them.